Yo, welcome back to another episode of Peckham Reds. I'm Nate,
I'm Len.
and yeah, man, like another loss.
It's dark. It's actually
No,
dark.
it's
Like, do
not.
you know how many times we've probably said that?
Yeah,
Filming now.
no, it's crazy, but we know what to expect, which in itself is crazy as well. But it's just where we are at the season right now, and it is just
Is this the 30th
we
game now,
probably,
innit?
huh?
30th game.
Yeah, something like that. We got 8 more games to show that we're not completely done out there,
We're
but
13th, bro.
yeah, I
Terrible.
don't think we're gonna finish any higher than 13th to be fair anyway. So
As long as we win Europa, I don't care, innit? But we'll speak about that
yeah, we'll get into that
later.
later.
Go on, go on.
Anyway, yeah, United versus Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest 1, United nil. The boy Anthony Elanga cut through everyone and just
Bro,
literally
let me speak about that. I know I've said it in previous episodes, yeah, and it sounds annoying now that I keep on saying it. But you know who's the reason why that goal happened yesterday?
gone.
Ten Hag. Exactly, and I keep on
Bro.
saying that. People think I hate him, yeah. But bro, you sold that man to a team. You didn't rate his potential, or rate what he could have done. And bro, he's clearly a good player, better than what we have at the moment in those positions that he plays in.
Yeah, no, I understand that, but obviously Ten Hag's not on the pitch to defend. You get me, to defend and stop people from running straight through you, innit?
Yeah.
I guess they tried. He's just too fast. Like
Nah.
literally, they caught us on the transition from our corner. They caught us. He literally, it's just, like
I even
there's
have
not
a
much to
problem.
say. You get it, like
We've spoken about it already. I'm not blaming my man that takes the corners, yeah. But we need it to go further
yeah,
in the
no.
box.
The corner delivery wasn't the greatest. Like we can hold our hands up and say that. Recently, his deliveries have been very good. So we can, you get me, we can overlook this one. But brother, I might be overcritical, but Anana's positioning,
Bro,
yeah.
horrible, bro.
I thought I was being overly critical when I obviously Elanga, he done what he needed to do in it. He put in the corner, but again,
But
that's
was it
maybe.
even corner like that
But
though?
that's what I was gonna say. It wasn't really in the corner. Like maybe I'm spoiled in it because of what we've grown up on.
The
The
finishes
yeah,
that we've seen,
not
bro.
even the finishers, the goalkeepers that we've had in
Oh
the
yeah,
past, in it,
of
like
course, yeah.
David De Gea, Van der Sar, like people who make them chances seem like you shouldn't score them. If
Yeah,
that makes
exactly,
sense, like.
exactly, yeah.
But again, I don't really think he done much wrong overall in it. So it'll be very harsh of me to
But who Anana?
no. It'll be very harsh of me to be on his back. But I definitely feel like his positioning in goal, especially where when the ball's coming towards him, like the opponent's attacking, could be so much better. But
No, I
his
agree with you.
distribution yesterday was a lot better. There wasn't as much long passes. Like
But I agree with you, yeah. He didn't do much wrong, yeah. However, yeah, all right, cool. His distribution might have been better, yeah. However, he's a keeper, so his job is to stop goals from going into the net, innit, or whatever. Now, like you said, he did well yesterday. However, there's a common theme of his positioning for certain goals that we've conceded throughout this whole season. It's becoming scary, bro. Because like that one there, yeah, it's like he doesn't. You know, before keepers start a game, they run to this post check, run to that post check, have spatial awareness. They know where the middle of the goal is, innit?
yeah,
And then depending on where the attack's coming from, if it's coming from this side, you might be closer to this side, so the player can't hit near post and it's harder for them to go far post. But see when Elanga was running in, bro,
mhm.
if you look at his positioning, he was on the right of the goal.
Yeah. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I feel like he's trying not to just ball watch and he's trying to take in obviously other players who can be brought into play. But you can see already this man's not passing. You can
Yeah.
see he only has one thing on his mind. Like be ready for whatever comes your way. Like put yourself in a position where even if you got fingertips to it and it still went in, then I'll say fair enough, it's
Yeah.
fine. But bro, it's like he always dies half a second after the player's
And
taken the
it
shot.
wasn't a lame shot, but it was
It
was a
wasn't the
shot.
greatest of shots.
Yeah, it was a
but
shot that was savable. Yeah.
But obviously, again, he's not entirely to blame. It's just it was one good moment for Nottingham Forest in the game. Like we lost in it. We move on. We move on. Like I don't think the loss overshadows the progress that was visible
Yeah.
in the match just because of obviously we've been losing all season, innit? Like
Yeah.
at this point, as fucked as it is, we're used to it. It's just
One thing I'll
play
say,
wise,
yeah, Casemiro was actually shifting the midfield was shifting the ball about much more smoothly and it was more
not
fluid.
everybody. Like
Yeah.
obviously those weeks of training that Ruben had with the team, it looks like it paid off. Obviously, we lost in it, so no one's gonna be saying, "Oh yeah, we played well and all of these stuff." But we played
Decent.
Yeah, we played a lot better than we have in recent weeks, even in games we've won, our use of the ball was a lot better. They moved the ball well. The little interchanges and link up in play between the midfield was good. Our wing backs, Dallo played all right as well. I feel like attacking wise, he defo done a lot more than he usually does. Even though it wasn't the greatest, like the output is still bad, but the determination and he's it's not for lack of trying, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a quality issue.
Yeah.
We know this.
100%.
But he was still trying. Obviously, Dorgu, just give him enough time with the team and put sensible people around him, and he's going to be fantastic.
He was getting some blame yesterday from Martin. What's his name?
Martin Keown.
Not Martin Keown. Martin O'Neill, I think it is. Gary, I can't remember. Is
the Irish guy?
The guy that managed Nottingham Forest. He was speaking to Nottingham Forest's captain after the game, Yates. But sorry, pardon me. He mentioned Dorgu and how he wasn't offering much, and he said I could have done what he was doing.
No.
But here's the thing: Dorgu didn't have the best game, but he didn't have opportunities to have the best game either.
No,
and because of
Dorgu's thing is he's always open for the ball. I feel like he had a decent game in terms of he created the width that the team needed. He was always available in the overlap. Like defensively, he had a couple blocks. Like he won a few tackles. They're overreacting to how bad his performance was because it was far from.
Yeah.
Like it just boils down to who's next to him. Like we might as well just dive straight into it.
Garnacho.
Alejandro Garnacho.
Fucking violating.
No,
fucking violating.
I believe, he might have the worst decision making attacking wise, maybe even player wise in the Prem. Like his decision making when he's on the right, he can't cut in and shoot, so he has to pull it back. Does that make sense? Like his brain, even him taking on a player and beating them on the right, he doesn't really do it. He gets into a decent position and will cut it back. That's his brain capacity. That's all he can.
I think it's bad, when I look at a football player and I wonder, is your brain fully developed?
No, but you said he's a generational talent, though.
No, don't get twisted. Yeah, I did.
Your words, though. You said he's the best thing since.
Don't get twisted. Yeah, but at the same time, I'm also allowed to change my mind based on information.
I hear you,
bro. It's like he's regressed so much, and like I'm losing faith in him.
Do you know
as
what it is?
Footballer.
He hasn't regressed. We were just used to our standards were just so low based on what we had seen in the last couple of years. So we got excited by, he's young, he's fearless, he wants to come on and shoot. Does that make sense? So we thought, he has no fear, he's on this, I'm going to take responsibility. But no, we was wrong. He shoots because he doesn't know what else to do, bro.
I think it comes down to ego. Genuinely, for you to be doing what you did, even the kicking the ball away.
Yeah, you must think you're the best player on the pitch, bro.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, bro, you can't have a stinker like that and then get a yellow for petulance.
Yeah,
or for kicking the ball away when it's so obvious that you're going to get a yellow for that, bro. And Ruben didn't even take him off for violating. That's one of the worst Manchester United performances I've ever seen.
Bro,
genuinely.
He's literally... Like as soon as he sees the goal, it's like something switches off in his brain and it just shoots.
He just sees the goal and nothing else. Everything's just black. and bro, you don't pass the black players as well. But that's another thing I'll talk about another time.
Bro, like I thought I was seeing it by myself on why does he shoot so much, especially when there's other options. Like more time when he does shoot, it's like normally when he does shoot, sometimes the shots are on target and he creates things cool, fair enough. But yesterday, bro, he didn't have a single. He had 6 shots.
He didn't have a single shot on target.
He didn't have a single shot on target, brother.
That's bad.
Like
I remember one where he took and he just flew over. There was one where it got blocked. And the thing is, with all these shots, there was always a better option.
And that's the thing. That's what's so annoying. If there's no one around you and you're the only one there, and it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna try and make something out of nothing. Cool, but there's always a better option. Especially now, Dorgu's in the team. He's always willing to run past you. He's always offering himself for the overlap. Like. Even if he offers himself for the overlap and you come inside and do something else, create something else for somebody else, cool. You might not have passed him, but you've used these energy effectively.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's like as soon as Dorgu goes past him, he's gonna shoot.
Bro.
But
his brain might be smaller.
At the same time, when we do try to see him, it's like
no, that's a joke, by the way. That's harsh.
When we do see him try to pass, pass out and all of these things. the quality of the pass is shit anyway.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
always overhit. Like, cool, he's got a couple assists from the right, but that's from the right hand side. Maybe we should just stick him out on the right and tell him, brother, all you need to
Do you remember when he got an assist from the left though? And this is the thing, yeah. He was smart. He was cutting. I was mentioning it. He was cutting. He was going to the byline, not to the to the byline, and then using his left foot to cut it back into the box. It wasn't always the best cross, remember? But he was getting assists. I remember when Ahmad was there and scored
No,
one.
but do you know what it is? Obviously, I'm critical of his delivery, but good or bad, if you put the ball into a dangerous area where there's players, something good is more likely to happen.
He needs to simplify his game then.
But
do you get what I'm saying?
No, but he
does. No, think about what you're saying.
His game is simple enough already.
But he keeps on choosing the difficult
No,
thing.
but it's not about simplifying your game. You can't go on. For example, like if we knew that he had the technical ability to do certain things and he's over trying and it's just not working. Cool. Say if he's trying to dribble past the man all the time or trying to like bust mad skills or hit a fucking 40-yard diag all the time, then you can tell him, yeah, simplify your game. These things ain't working. Get back to the basics, like pass and move, all of these things. Yeah, I hear that. This is not a simplify.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I think it was after you speak.
He can't simplify his game. His game is basic already. He receives the ball and he drives. When he drives, he shoots. Like I hear you should look for the pass in that, but bro, you can't simplify what's already simple. Does that make sense? It just boils down to
he can simplify it more. Let me explain why, yeah.
It just boils down to his decision making is I don't think it's ever going to be good enough. I might be wrong in it, but
it will be.
Personally, just because of his type, his personality, his character, I don't feel like he's a sponge. He's not someone willing to take on
new information.
By the looks of it, again, I don't know him. When
I see him arguing online, I just think, bro, like, relax.
No, obviously, do you know what it is? But he's young.
Kobe's young.
No, but I hear that. But their temperament is different, bro. You can see,
there's so many young players in world football that are not doing that. And that's
again,
my point.
it goes back to the sort of person he is, which I just said. Like their temperament is different. He's young. Like not everyone's the same. Certain things that I can handle, you might not be able to handle. Vice versa. Does that make sense? Like we can see, like, bro. His performances on the pitch show us he's not a mature footballer, bro. Like, how do you expect him to handle negative comments online?
Now, check this, yeah? Cool. Ways in you can simplify, yeah? One, obviously, we mentioned passing to teammates. Two, you're right. His game is simple. However, he still does difficult things like trying to find the top corner sometimes. Sometimes just go to the byline and pull it in repetitively. That's as simple as it gets. And like you said, dangerous area, you might not be finding someone, but there will be someone there to run onto the ball like Ahmad has done and score a goal. No, and that's what I mean by simplifying your game, bro.
No, but again, that's a decision-making thing.
No, but that's still simplifying it. You're literally removing I'm gonna shoot. You're literally just saying it's like Jose Mourinho telling a man, just hit the byline.
No,
hit
but
the byline.
That's a decision-making thing. Because like again, what you're telling him to do is simple already. That's part of his game. We just don't see it as often. Like it's not a 40. I keep on using this reference, but it's not something crazy where it's a 40-yard.
What is crazy is a shot
where you can tell the pass next to you. I understand.
Well, you haven't scored in so long as well.
I hear that, but again, it's a decision-making thing. All of this boils down to: are you making the right decision or not? Yes or no? It's not. He's getting lost in the skills and that. Nah, bro. Is when you're in front of goal, what goes through your head? Are you gonna pass? Are you gonna shoot? Obviously, he's making the bad decision 9 out of 10 times. It's a mental thing. It's not a ability thing. It's a mental.
You feel like he can mature out of it? Because I believe that he can, and he has to.
Do you know what it is? He can, only if he's willing to.
I mean, but your career kind of rests on you playing well, and part of you playing well is you adapting to play styles, adapting to your teammates around you. Like for instance, there was a chance yesterday, yeah. Mm-hmm. It was a 2v2 where Hoyland was in the middle and he had the ball on the left, yeah. Mm-hmm. And he could. It was a difficult pass that would have been made if he was to make that pass. However, Hoyland would have had a better chance at scoring if you had tried to find him. You didn't, and you tried to take a shot and it fucked up. And it's like stuff like that. Like Man United fans all over the world that were watching that match probably would name him as the worst player in that team yesterday.
No, 100%, without doubt. Obviously, Xerxes had a shocker as well, but I hear not much was going on. He didn't have a single. We had like 19 odd shots, and Garnacho had 6 of them. But Xerxes, Xerxes didn't have a single shot. Obviously, he kept on dropping deep to try and link play and get the ball, which is
Mr. 9.5 though, isn't it?
yeah. I heard it, but obviously, again, it just goes back to Hoyland's problem as well. Like, why is Garnacho having 6 shots? Bruno had like 3 shots. Even Casemiro had like 3 shots, and our central striker ain't
But
shooting.
it goes back to chance creation. We probably are the bottom or near the bottom of the league
No,
for that.
but we create
Clear cut chances, I mean. Yeah.
We create a lot of chances, but again, it boils down to like it's not even a scapegoat thing if I keep on mentioning Garnacho as his name card. A lot of the play comes from the left hand side, so now then his responsibility to keep it alive or to make something happen. And obviously he's not the only one guilty of this. A lot of people are, but he's the main culprit.
Yeah.
Because other people will give the ball away in terms of they want to make the pass, but they haven't got their measurements right and all of these things. He's actually just giving away the ball and shooting in it, so it's a bit different. But we create chances, but we're not clinical.
Not clear chances.
The quality of the chances that we create leave a lot to be desired.
Yeah, 100%.
And then another thing, we've been crossing the ball a lot lately, but bro, nobody in our team can cross. Like for us to move forward, like
scary, bro.
Maybe apart from Bruno, but Bruno's not going to be spamming in crosses.
He's not going to be on the right order left all the time. He plays in the middle.
He's going to be in the central areas, isn't it? So it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to
just to manage, basically.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to create anything from the wide areas when we have time and space to cross, but if the crosses aren't of a certain quality, you might as well just hold the ball.
What would you do to fix that?
Cool. So in the summer, hold on, before I get on.
We have to wait until the summer.
No, yeah, because there's nothing, like, we've seen it. There's nothing you can do right now unless you tell them, hit the byline, keep on pulling it back, or instead of getting closer to the goal where you have to put in a certain level of cross, with the crossing early in it, like cause chaos in and around the box. Maybe those are 2 options where I can see us kind of thriving, because the quality of the crosses ain't really good. But I've realised, especially when Christian Eriksen is on, when our attackers are in a certain line, he's going to put in that ball early.
Yeah.
And if someone's at the back post, is simple, just head it down. Last 20 minutes, Harry Maguire came on and caused absolute carnage without.
That's even scary though. Yeah, bro. That we're putting Harry Maguire, bro, centre back.
Yeah, £80 million centre
to play centre back, and Man United have to put him forward to try and get a goal, which we didn't even get in the end.
Yeah, we don't score enough goals. That's been our biggest issue, really and truly. Like, forget everything, because even if there's no structure in the midfield and our defense is shit, if you score enough goals, you can kind of get away with it.
Yeah, you win the game.
Yeah, but if you don't score goals, bro, you're only gonna lose or draw. Yeah, which is don't go in our favour, innit? But yesterday, we've spoken a lot about obviously our attacking players, but we have to shout our defensive players, even though, like,
I know who you're gonna mention, bro.
Yeah, even though it wasn't the greatest of, like, the scoreline, obviously shit, 1-0, but all 3 of them, to be fair, Lenny Euro.
Yep. Pick up Lenny Euro, man.
I feel like Lenny Euro had a great game in terms of passing accuracy.
Even that challenge on Elanga
in the box, like,
bro, bad boy.
Yeah, Wan-Bissaka vibes, bro.
Yeah, genuinely.
He's very good at, like, last ditch tackles or tackles where the stakes are high.
Yeah, he times them well, bro.
Timing the tackles is good. I think his distribution was good. I like to see him, like, break the lines a bit more in terms of when he steps up, he play that pass, just sometimes bypass the midfield, bro. Play directly into the 10s.
What, to like a Xerxes or something?
Play directly into the 10s, or play, like, get your diags on, or you get me? But obviously, he'll grow into that.
Yeah.
I felt like defensively, he was very good positionally. He was solid as well. Like, all our defenses were, De Ligt has been playing well for, like,
people try to say that he's washed, and I'm like, bro, like,
he's been playing well for,
man, are haters, you know. It's these dumb Arsenal fans.
No,
bro.
but it's just, they play for United, innit? So everything is under the scope.
I'm not saying that he's washed. Like,
no,
he conceded a penalty or something. Like, come on, man.
No, he's conceded a couple penalties this year, but some of them have been harsh as well.
Yeah.
Like, but I feel like since the turn of the year, bro, he's probably been one of our
best players. Yeah, bro. You don't let nothing go, bro.
Obviously, Mr. Reliable, Mr. Reliable Mazraoui, 7 out of 10, regardless of wherever we are. Like, again, technically sound, keeps the ball well, progresses the ball well. He got little Boyd. He got little Boyd when he was trying to run back with these man to stop Elanga from scoring, but
Garnacho got a little.
yeah, Garnacho was the one that slid. Yeah, but he was trying to slide in it, but they just couldn't. It just showed the difference.
I felt so from Mazraoui. I just remember that thing, yeah, because you had Morgan Gibbs White making that run, so
Yeah,
he was caught. He was caught in. He was stuck in the mud basically.
Yeah, but
So he didn't know whether to go here or go to the player.
his brain just fried.
But Garnacho should have fouled my man. But anyway, that's a different story.
Yeah,
And if you watched, I'm gonna put the clip in as well. If you watch it, you see when Yates heads the ball clear, yeah, Dorgu wasn't on. I always talk about on his toes, innit?
brother.
No, I'm not blaming him.
Yeah,
I'm not blaming him, but there was like a split second I saw it. Wait, it's like he wasn't aware that the ball was being headed out and Elanga's quick. So if he was a bit quicker,
yeah, if he read the game,
that's it. He didn't read the game well. Yeah,
I can't lie, Elanga was off, man. No one was catching him. Like
he was still.
But before we wrap up, how could we improve what we just spoke about? So the clinicalness of the team, the chance creation, and decision making.
Do you know what I thought? So
three things, you know.
To answer to your first one about being clinical, I feel like we need to bring former players in. I know that sounds crazy, yeah, and I keep on saying it, yeah, and I shouldn't say Andy Cole's name because I didn't watch him apparently, but someone that actually trains with or watches these youths and tells them, yo, this is what you have to do. You're gonna get goals this way. I feel like, man, for instance, yeah, Hoyland don't have anyone to look up to. He don't have a seasoned striker to look up to. And that's probably Man United's problem, not his problem. The fact that they didn't.
They should have bought Harry Kane.
Yeah. Not even just that.
No, yeah, they should have bought Harry Kane.
You've thrown two youngsters to be our main strikers, and they have no one to learn from.
But do you know what it is?
Insane.
I hear that. But again, then you go and look at people like fucking Liam Delap, who's at Ipswich, who's younger than both of them. Just.
No, you're right.
You don't need a big dog, bro. Yeah, you get me. You don't need a big dog. Like
you walk in with your chain. Like, this is me.
You get, like it's simple strike. It's like he does all this.
No older brothers. Still got to the top. Yeah, like these motherfuckers. That's a killer Kaiba.
He does everything you need to do.
Yeah.
As a striker, like. Bro, he's gonna pressure the defense. He's gonna make run in behind. Like he's nasty as well. He's not nice. You get me? These men are nice. These men are letting Max Kilman pick them up and beat them. Yeah. Like,
so now you just need,
bro. You just need to be on a.
Here's the thing. Apart from that, I have no other suggestions.
No, I've got the solution. Not for Hoyland. Well, I've got the solutions that will inevitably benefit Hoyland in the end.
Yeah, cool.
Our number 10s. Stop this shit where these men want to get in and shoot. So get Garnacho out of there. Xerxes might be compatible for the role. Get somebody
if
who
you get Garnacho out of here, we got 8 games.
We can put Garnacho on the bench. If somebody comes,
for who?
Yeah, summertime vibes.
Oh, so we have to wait until summer is what you're
saying.
All right, cool.
Listen, we are 13th. The season's done. There's nothing he can possibly do now to convince me that until we sign some players and we have a decent pre-season, don't talk to me about how this team can improve.
We're still in Europa League. I'll speak about that.
Listen, let me get through this, then we'll touch on the Europa League before we wrap up. But listen, we can't get better this season. It's impossible.
You just accept it. So
I have accepted where we are this season.
8 games left. So we got Man City on Sunday. We got to watch along, by the way, on Sunday, April 6th at Prince of Peckham.
Out of the 8 games left, we are going to win 4. No, that's a lie. We're going to win 3. We're going to lose 2. And we've already lost one, the easiest one. Not the easiest one, to be fair. Nottingham Forest.
They're third. They're going to get Champions League.
Yeah. They've conceded 10 goals at home and we don't score goals.
Furthermore, we bigged up Elanga. We also got to big up Murillo.
No, forget Murillo. We have to big up Yates.
Yeah, okay, I was going to get there.
Yates,
both of them.
Yates was on Bruno's arse like a dog on shit.
Yeah.
And that's probably why they won 1-0. If Yates gave Bruno a little more space, he got tired towards the end, didn't it? But if Yates gave Bruno a bit more space, it would have been a long day. But I can't lie, Yates was everywhere.
He was man of the match.
Yeah, if Elanga didn't score, really, Yates should have been man of the match.
Why I big up Murillo as well? Because if he didn't, see what I'm talking about, awareness, yeah? See what he done? He saw danger and he did what he had to do.
They're reactive,
and because he was reactive, he was in that position to clear the ball off the line.
Yeah.
If he weren't aware, game could have been different.
If that's one of our defenders, that's 2-0.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Man United aren't like that. So,
but cool. So my 3. It sounds so simple. Obviously, I know it's not as easy as I'm making it sound. Yeah, but my maybe even 4. My 4 fixes. My 4 things to fix this team is more profile player than actual player.
Okay. Cool.
So we left wing backs kind of sorted. I still think we need another one to be backup. Cause we can't trust Luke Shaw. And
are you selling him then?
I don't. Do you know what's so mad? I like Luke Shaw so much. Do you know what it is? Luke Shaw's I don't know. Maybe he's just I grew up with Luke Shaw.
It's nostalgia.
But yeah. But do you know what it is? If he could stay fit for a whole season, I'll keep him 100%. But he can't. We know he can't. So unfortunately, man, I have to part ways with him.
Yeah.
So get another left wing back. We need 2 10s. We need a ball progressor. We need somebody who can hold the ball and drive, whether it is holding the ball and running through people, not on a headless chicken thing. Somebody who can actually dribble and drag us into the areas we need to be at, because we don't have that. Like, as much as Bruno is good at
Vitinha's not
progressing,
10, but would you say like a Vitinha type that will do you know, with slick feet as well? I remember watching Verratti for PSG, and it's like he'll sit.
No, that's a bit different. Verratti is a deep line midfielder who he's a metronome.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying, but what I'm trying to say is like, with the feet, because they can carry.
The closest person I can think of to the profile is Florian Wirtz.
Okay, yeah. I get you.
He carries the ball.
Yeah.
He can dribble. He carries the ball. He gets you.
Even like a Musiala.
Yeah, like that sort of player. They're very good dribblers. Like, they carry the ball into dangerous areas for everybody else. If you have that sort of player, they usually tend to have high IQ. They're gonna know when to pass and all of these things. Cool. So we need that sort of player. Mm-hmm. We need a right wing back. Again, Dalot, quality wise.
I already named one, by the way. My guy from Hellas Verona.
Bro, you ain't watched him play since then.
I've been watching him play. How about that? But I have. But I'll give you
the.
Yeah, don't worry. When he gets big in football, remember everyone was in this room and heard me say that this right wing back for Hellas Verona is going to be
cool. But we need a specialist right wing back.
Yeah, go on.
I've been seeing talks of Frimpong, but I don't know that.
I don't know how good he is defensively as well.
Yeah, do you know what it is? Harry Maguire. Cool. So yesterday we played on the halfway line. Like, really and truly, he's good enough defensively as long as his attacking output remains the same or gets better. If that makes sense, because our 3 centre backs we're gonna play a lot higher, especially if our wing backs are wing backing properly. We'll play a lot higher. We shouldn't really be getting caught on transitions and all of these things, innit? So I ain't really too. Obviously, he needs to be solid defensively. You can't just buy an idiot who only knows how to attack. But I feel like anything's better than Dalot at this point, man.
Yeah, especially moving
because Dalot's not good defensively or attacking wise, so he's just somewhere in the middle. We can never progress.
He's just athletic.
Yeah, we can never progress if we don't know what you are.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
cool. So
that's 2.
So another
left wing back, right wing back.
Left wing back, right. But we can.
Got to count that 1 point. Wing back. 1 point, yeah.
Get specialist wing backs.
Yeah.
Get a ball carrier.
Yeah.
And cool. So Ugarte kind of fits the profile, but he's not mobile enough. We need somewhere between a Casemiro and Ugarte. So somebody who can break play, do the nasty stuff, but also break the lines with forward passes, which Casemiro has been.
Do you know who that sounds like, if I'm being honest?
Gone.
Thomas Partey.
It does. I can't lie to you. It's probably never going to happen, but Thomas Partey will be amazing signing for Ruben Amorim, but I doubt it will ever happen, innit? So just put him in one corner for now, innit?
They can't put him in one corner.
Like,
no, I'm joking.
Bro, like, come on.
Sorry. Carry.
But bro, yeah, literally, somewhere in between Casemiro and Ugarte, someone with legs, to sweep up that midfield effectively, and I feel like 3, and I feel like we'll be all right. Like, as a structurally,
structurally, but
okay, cool, Again, we need an out and out striker, somebody who only wants to stay in the box, like somebody who doesn't want to get involved in no sort of link up play, no sort of build up. We need a Haaland type with a little more.
Old school Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Yeah, we need a Haaland type with a little more. When I say somebody don't want to get involved in build up, I don't just mean stand there like a prick, innit?
Yeah.
Like, you get me?
Yeah.
I need someone who's hungry for goals, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, like, what I get from Højlund's a bit disappointed when he don't score on it.
Yeah.
I need somebody who's gonna get mad and scream at people around him when that ball doesn't come to feet or when that ball don't go in behind. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even care what age you are. I need a competent striker to show our other strikers how to. Yeah, I need a competent clinical striker who can show our other strikers how to be a fucking man.
Yeah, no, honestly.
And that's it. But before we wrap up Europa League,
bro, obviously people don't think
I don't think we're beating Lyon personally, innit?
No, bro, Lyon are much easier than Real Sociedad. Bro, did you see yesterday what Real Sociedad, how they took Madrid to extra time?
And what did Madrid do?
No, last minute Rudiger header.
Okay, Madrid, bro.
No, hear what I'm saying though. On the night, in the Bernabeu, let's forget about the whole time. On the night, Real Sociedad beat Real Madrid at the Bernabeu 4-3. Like, let's not forget that as well, innit?
Okay.
That's big news, bro.
Brother, that doesn't mean
and it took until the 116th minute for Real Madrid are a different beast as well.
You're saying that, but cool. Sociedad nearly beat Real Madrid. Cool.
No, the night they did, technically.
Bro, they're out of the competition. They didn't beat nobody. They nearly beat Real Madrid. They nearly beat Real.
Listen, if you used to bet 365 right now, who's going to win between Real Sociedad and Real Madrid, and you put Real Sociedad, you would have got your money.
Listen to what I'm saying. Who
qualified?
Who qualified?
Yeah, no,
okay,
Real Madrid, I get what you're saying.
They lost.
They lost the tie, not the game.
Yeah, okay. They lost, bro.
They lost the tie, not the game.
They lost, bro. I hear you, but ultimately football's about winning or losing. They lost, bro.
Carry on.
Which goes to my point is, bro, we've beat City this season. Bro, like, look at who's beat who. Nottingham Forest has beat Liverpool. It don't mean nothing. On anyone's given day, anybody can beat anybody.
Okay, but I've been watching Lyon. Lyon are poor. Like
yes,
poor.
But so are we, bro.
Don't get twisted. Yeah, but I feel like, see in Europe, yeah, I don't know what it is this season, but we're a different beast.
No, we are not, bro.
We're still undefeated.
Yes,
we're the only undefeated team left in the Europa League.
Cool.
And I need to see it this way as well. That's our only pathway to European football.
I understand that. I want us to win the Europa League, but I'm a real person. We are not going to do it. Listen to what I'm saying.
Nah, man.
Listen to what I'm saying. Bro, when we play teams that we're meant to beat, we never beat them, bro. We go and get slapped, first and foremost. We've seen this way too many times. Ryan Cherky, or whatever his name is,
Cherky. I was thinking about him.
Can single-handedly embarrass our midfield and defense, bro, by himself.
Listen.
Then you have to add in.
I've only seen him play against French teams. He ain't played no Champions League matches for me to be scared.
Bro, he got the most of goal involvements in the Europa League this season. What are you talking about?
Against who?
Against better teams than we've played. Who have we played? You're talking about we're undefeated. Who have we played? We played Porto, was winning 3-0. We drew 3-3. We played Porto. And did we win?
We've played.
Okay, the good teams we've actually played, we have not beat them, bro.
But Lyon are not a good team, is my point. And I feel like if we beat Real Sociedad comfortably, then Lyon should be another comfortable one.
We didn't beat them comfortably. We didn't beat them comfortably.
Real Sociedad.
We did not beat them comfortably. Bro.
What, the second leg?
The first leg we got through.
No, what was the score in the second leg?
Bro, the second leg was 4-2, some shit like no.
I can't remember. I think it was 3-1.
Bruno scored it was 3-1, sorry. However,
no, it might have even been 4 because Bruno scored a hat-trick and Dallo got one as well.
Yeah, 4-1.
Yeah.
Bruno scored a hat-trick.
So is that not comfortable then?
No, listen to what I'm saying, because scores can be misleading, bro. I watched the whole game. No. Bruno scored a hat-trick. Yeah. They didn't take their chances. The hat-trick was 2 penalties, yeah?
2 penalties, and they got a red as well.
2 penalties, and they got a red.
Yeah.
So all the odds were stacked in our favour for us to win. I even forgot about the red. Of course we beat them comfortably.
Check this. Okay, cool. No, I hear that. No, you're right. You're right. No, but okay, cool.
And the red card from how long? We played over 30 minutes.
After the red card.
We played over 30 minutes with
but
them
before that, we were still dominant, is my point.
Yes, I
feel like in Europe, yeah, I hear what you're saying. I get why you're so apprehensive.
Anyway, we'll be back in 2 weeks talking about how we're out of the Europa League.
You're negative, man. You're so negative, bro. But yeah, you lot.
Hopefully I'm wrong in it, but I doubt it. We've been there way too many times. But again, thank you for tuning into another episode of Peckham Reds. Hopefully next time we got some good news.
No, we definitely will, man. We're beating Man City, bro. And we're beating Lyon.
Yeah, my man. But yeah, man. But yeah, man. Thank you again. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you very much, man. Hey, bro, we're beating Lyon, bro.
Brother, man.